thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. This is like, I guess I have to say I'm a little bit nervous because it's been a while, you know. I'm a little bit raw. I think we all are, right? We've all been through motherfucking hell. What happened? I have no idea. I really can't see you. If you could just, holy shit. Oh my God. You guys, this is such an international crowd. You guys are animals. Can I just say, you're animals. I love you. So you, sir, look like you're a lot of fun. You look like you've been handling this whole COVID thing, like just, right? Am I right? Yeah, I got that vibe from you. So what did you guys do during the lockdown? You learned a language. That's great. I didn't. And I had all these big, in the beginning, I started working out. I did a little online yoga. And I was like, everything's going to change. I'm going to be so positive. And day 3 in, there I am, just with my boxed wine, watching Karen videos, I can't stop watching the Karen videos. You guys, have you seen the Karen videos? These middle-aged white women who call the police on black people. It's the most horrifying, but I can't stop watching them. It's nonstop. Anyway, my heart goes out to all the black women who are named Karen right now. I'm so sorry. This must be just you're probably just no, just call me Care, or I don't know. But yeah, these videos, I can't stop. I cannot stop. Right at the very beginning, when the only thing that was open was a supermarket, and so that was my one job, okay? I would go to the supermarket with my mask, and I would, everybody was sort of eyeing each other, don't fucking get near me, bitch, okay? And so, do you remember? It was the most stressful activity, was to go to, when I got back home from the supermarket, I felt like a goddamn war hero. I don't know. We're over it, right? We're over it. We're on to conspiracy theories. Oh my God, you guys, my sister, she's one of them, I know. She thinks this is all a big hoax. I swear to God. There's always one in the family. I know you have one, sir. I can tell. Anyway, she's convinced. She's got so many, every time I talk to her on the phone, she's really cryptic. She's like, this is all what they want you to think. I go, wait, they want you to think this because it's a distraction, Jen. It's a distraction. They're only doing this because, and I'm like, what? And it took me weeks to get it out of her. And she was like, I'm going to just drop a few hints. Baby's blood. And I was like, what the fuck? Baby's blood? What is, and she was like, yeah, and I think some pretty big celebrities are in on it. She's like, Tom Hanks. And I was like, Tom Hanks drinks baby's blood? What the fuck? Anyway, and then she's going on and on and on. And I'm really worried about her. And she thinks everything in the news is fake. And so I would say change the subject. Hey, it looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. And she's like, where did you hear that? And I said, CNN. And she's like, yeah, sure it's going to rain, Jen. I was like, fuck, all right, I can't do anything. You can't say anything to these people. The world is going crazy. Everybody's losing their minds. You learned French. Good on you. Good job, Pierre. Oh, man, this is fucking nuts. Do we have any parents here by round of applause? Let me hear you make some noise. Yes. You did it. You're out of the house. Congratulations. I am a parent as well. Thank you. Something horrible recently happened, you guys. My youngest found out that she wasn't my favorite. I know. It's heartbreaking, you guys. Especially since she's an only child. It's ouch. Sorry, sweetheart. Oh, man. This is so great to be here. She was fine during the lockdown. In the beginning, they canceled the school, everything. And in the beginning, I was really worried about her because she's a teen, right? So I was like, are you okay, sweetheart? And she's on her phone, tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. I'm like, sweetie, is everything okay? She was like, yeah, Mom. Are you okay? And I'm like, sure, sweetie. Let me just go watch another Karen video. You guys, she's totally fine. She's in heaven. She's on TikTok 24/7. She's awesome. She is seriously the coolest kid ever, but sometimes she does act up a little bit. And a lot of people say, hey, how do you discipline your kid? How do you discipline? You should take away their screens, right? Wrong. Because, look, here's the thing. That's how I communicate with her. She's in her bedroom, and I'm in the living room, and I just do Snapchat with her. My head pops up, do your homework. She's like, her head pops up, no, and then it goes on and on. So I don't take away the screens. You know what I do? Especially for a teenage girl, here's what you do. Whenever they act up, you force them to wear matching outfits with you, okay? It's totally fail-proof, you guys. You're like, what did you say? Get over here. Put on this turtleneck and these khakis right now. We're going to the park to visit your friends. Let's go. Come on. It totally works, you guys. I swear to God. It's awesome. But yeah, so what else is going on? Do we have any married people here? By a round of applause. Married? Okay, anybody on a date tonight? Okay. Anybody on drugs? Anyone? Oh, you sure? Okay, great. Good job. I'll talk to you after the show. No, you guys, I've been doing this for a really long time. And when I first started out in the beginning, this is so weird, people, swear to God, used to offer me drugs after the show. I know, it's crazy. I don't know. Do I look like a druggie? No. I look like a failed real estate agent. I know what I look like. All right. Yes, you. I think I sold you a house, didn't I? Exactly. No, so this is true. After a show, somebody offered me an ecstasy pill. A little white pill. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll take that. And so what I did is I put it in an Altoid tin, a mint tin, and I flew back to my mom's in Philadelphia. And you guys, I forgot it. I left it in her house. And so like a few weeks later, I call up my mom and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, oh, Jennifer, everything's beautiful, wonderful. We are all one. I was like, Mom, are you okay? You don't sound too good. She's like, you just gotta live and let live, Jenny. Everything's fine. Everything's beautiful. We are all one, pulsating love, every one of us. And I was like, holy shit, you guys. She took my ecstasy. And I'm like, fuck. And then I thought, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to ask her, Mom, can I borrow $500? And she's like, no, bitch. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so now after shows, I don't get offered drugs anymore, but I do get offered doctor referrals. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. It's so much fun, you guys. It's fun being a parent. I love it so much. Here's the thing. When I had my daughter, I had to have an emergency C-section. Yeah, right. She was totally healthy, totally fine, modern medicine, yay, success. But I have this one friend back in Brooklyn who's like, when I told her that I had a C-section, she was like, oh, Jen, I'm so sorry. And I was like, what? She's totally fine. And she's like, yeah, but you didn't get to experience a natural childbirth. Like for me, I had a non-drug, non-invasive pregnancy, and I was in labor for like 72 hours, and I felt everything. It was amazing. And, and I mentioned I had her at home in the backyard in Brooklyn in a kiddie pool with a doula from Bangladesh. Who spoke no English. Oh, and did I tell you she was blind? Yeah, it was amazing. I don't know what it is about women always one-upping other women when it comes to pregnancy and breastfeeding, all that. She's just like, and I'm still breastfeeding. And I'm like, isn't your daughter 12 now? And she's like, yeah, well, they say the longer you breastfeed, the more developed their brain becomes. And she is the first in her class. And I'm like, bitch, you homeschool her. She's the only one in the class. Get the fuck out of here, Brooklyn. Anyway, you guys, you two, this couple here, you guys look like you needed to fucking laugh so hard. Like, right, it was a stressful time for you. Because you have 5 fucking kids. Oh my God, 5 kids. Let's hear it for them. They have 5 kids, you guys. Yeah, you needed to come out tonight. Yes, exactly. I can't believe it. 5. I have 1. I mean, God. People are like, Jen, are you going to have another? Are you going to have another? And I'm like, the planet is burning. I can't have that on my shoulders, okay? But I did think about adopting. I did. I thought, not a baby, but like an older kid, like a 30-something-year-old investment banker, right? With a nice, sweet apartment in Manhattan. I can visit and we can have some shopping and shows and little mommy and me time. Oh my God, that sounded so creepy, Jen. Okay, I'm not a creep, I promise you. It's crazy. Planet is burning. We're all here. The world's gone mad. I just keep thinking, what if Jesus came back today? What if Jesus came back today as a teen? Like a hip teen, a teenager from the Middle East with like skinny jeans. He's like vaping cherry-flavored vapes. He's got like a faux hawk. He like hangs out with Greta Thunberg. He's got tats of like the Virgin Mary on his arm. He's like a mama's boy, so ironic. Anyway, so he's like hanging out with Greta Thunberg, and he's like, Gret, give up. They're not going to listen to you. And she's like, but Jesus, we have to do something. And he's like, believe me, I tried. They're not going to listen. And she's like, well, what can we do, Jesus? What can we have to do something? And Jesus is like, I have a plan. Are you ready? Here's what we do, Gret. And she's like, I'm ready. Go ahead, say. And he goes, okay, here's what we do. We collectively, all of us, Generation Z, we all band together and we never, ever help old people with their computers ever again. All these baby boomers, all these motherfucking politicians, frackers, none of them. We never help them ever again. All that shit will shut down immediately, believe me. And she's like, Jesus Christ, you're a genius. And then they start making out. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to regret this. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, my God, how did I turn into a soft porn? You guys, I'm going to hell. Do you guys believe in reincarnation? I love the idea of it. I'm not a very spiritual person, but I love the idea of like karma. You pay for what you do in the next life. Like, I feel like, karma, like Donald Trump will come back in his next life as like a houseplant in Greta Thunberg's apartment somewhere, right? That would be just such sweet karma. It's funny getting a little bit older. I have to say, I'm going to overshare. Is that okay? Okay, all right. So, yeah, here's the thing. Getting a little older is funny. So lately, I've been, for lack of a better visual, I've had some bladder issues, let's say, okay? I'm not an idiot. Before I leave the house, I make sure to, don't drink too much coffee, water, whatever. But whatever it is, whenever I go out, I always I have to go. I'm like, I have to go now. And I'm just like at the checkout, like, oh boy, hurry up, come on, let's go. And so what I've been doing, seriously, I have these like little mini films in my head, like scenarios, like little threats, like little mini movies of like kind of nightmare movies. If you go, there is a Croatian gang with masks on right now, and if you go, they're gonna fucking kill you. And then I'm like, wow, that totally worked. Okay. And then after a while, it doesn't work so much. Then I'm like, there are no Croatian gang members right here. I'm just, okay. So I had to switch it up. I was like, okay, you're in the room with Melania, and she has a machine gun. And if you go, you're going to have to fuck Trump. And yeah, I tell you, that works fail-proof, you guys. Totally does. It totally works. But seriously, though, I I had to go to see a doctor, right? So the doctor told me, hey, you have to start doing Kegel exercises. Do you know what the Kegels are? Yeah, so it's the Kegels. It's like basically you strengthen your pelvic muscle, it gets stronger, and then you're fine. Do you ever have a friend who calls you up out of the blue, and it's always that, everybody has one of those friends who call for, and they want to grab a cup of coffee, but you know, it's not just a hi, how you doing? It's like just an hour of fucking bitch moaning, a drama about their lives. It's always this, you all have one of those friends, right? So I have this one friend who called me up, and I was like, sure, I'll meet you for some coffee, and then I'm sitting there, and then it just popped in my head. I was like, hey, this is a free hour of Kegel sessions, right? I was just like, what did he say? Oh, that son of a bitch. She's like, Jen, you're really taking this serious. I was like, bastard. But yeah, so yeah, I go to coffee at least once a week now with her, and I'm solid now. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Up until my 30s, I thought camel toe meant somebody who literally towed camels. That being said, I still look back fondly on my high school nickname. I'm not bitter, you guys. Winking is weird, isn't it? It's such a weird thing to do. Oh man, it's bizarre. And here's the thing, I recently accidentally winked at somebody I didn't mean to wink at. I was like, no! And you can't unwink a wink, right? You know what I'm saying. You can't do that. You can't unwink it. It's there forever. Which sucks, you guys, because now I have to look for a new gynecologist. And she was awesome. Yeah. Anyway, you guys are handsome. You guys look like you're fit. You're taking care of yourself. Self-care right now. You know what I'm saying? It's all about self-care. I did recently started to work out. Okay, calm down. It's been very recent. But I had to because I was opening a jar of hummus and I pulled out my shoulder and I was like, I think it's time, right? I think it's time to start doing the planks. But I don't post it on social media. Do you know those people who like post their workouts? What is that? What is that? Like 5 miles. This girl from my homeroom, 5 miles. Just ran 5 miles. I was like, what? I'm always tempted though, in the comments, to put a picture of an ashtray full of cigarette butts. 10 cigarettes. Just smoked 10 cigarettes in 10 minutes. Like that bitch. But yeah, so it's amazing. It's amazing. The world has gone crazy. But however, positive news, India recently legalized homosexuality. Yay, India. Woohoo, give it up for India. Exactly, India. Wow, home of 1.2 billion people. India, the exporter of the gayest movies ever. Take a look in the mirror, India. Like Bollywood, come on. You cannot marry my daughter. But why? I love her. Because you are poor and we are rich. Let's dance about it for like 20 minutes. Okay. Irish but yeah, that's cool. So the Me Too movement, all that, everything, it's just all coming to a head right now, right? Everybody's going to jail. There's a lot of talent in jail right now, right? There's a lot of talent, and there's like sexual misconduct after sexual misconduct. Yeah, there's like, I don't know if you heard about that one comic who was jerking, and I was just thinking, like, these dudes, what is wrong with you motherfuckers? Like, as a female comic, I can't imagine, like, to a younger comic, asking him, would you mind if you just watched me for a little bit while I put down some throw pillows and scented candles and listen to some ambient music? Could you just stand there and watch me just for about 4 to 45 minutes? I'm kind of shy. Is that okay? Okay, and maybe you can open for me someday. Oh my God, you guys, what the fuck is wrong with people? All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. But before I do, I have some exciting news to share with you. I was recently reached out by a publisher, and they want to publish my book of inspirational quotes. Thank you. And I thought I'd leave you on a few excerpts, if that's okay. Can I try a few? Thank you. Inspirational quotes by Jen Kirwin. Envy is just your subconscious telling you that you're a failure. Life is what happens to you while you're busy reading inspirational quotes. People in glass houses shouldn't throw orgies. That's messed up. Feed a child fish fingers and they can eat for a day. Teach a child how they are made out of real fingers and they will never eat them again. Last one, are you ready? Okay. Your constant failures in life are just God's subtle way of telling you your dad should have pulled out. Namaste. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming out. I so appreciate all of you. Thank you. Time to return my audience. Buckle up, guys. Come on. We gotta go.